Welcome, Taurus Gemini, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Let's kind of dig deep in here, guys. Look and see what's going on. We're in that Mercury retrograde. We have that lunar eclipse. So let's kind of look in here and see how that lunar eclipse is treating you. Remember that lunar eclipse energy can last up to 6 months. So let's see. Till the next lunar eclipse, right? And of course, we'll have that solar eclipse coming up on the 29th. It's going to make you hit that big old reset button. So let's see. This message is coming in. Looks like right now, just in this mid-month, that lunar eclipse energy, it is a little bit of a darker force for that transformation. Right? I mean, it was the full moon in Virgo, the blood red moon, the lunar eclipse of Virgo. It's wanting that transformation. So you could be feeling within this mid-month, things are still not 100% moving in the direction that you want them to when it comes to your finances or what it is you're waiting for. But that's okay, right? It's not like we manifest today and wake up tomorrow, right? It depends on what we're doing and how much action we have to take and what we're actually asking for, right? So you could feel like, you're still kind of teeter-tottering over here, trying to make things work, right? As you're kind of I feel like you guys are kind of in the waiting game. Yeah, absolutely. There's the teeter-totter waiting game. You feel like you could still be feeling very disorganized at this time, as this energy is still very high with all these portals open, feeling a little overcommitted to certain areas of your life. Could be your relationship, your money, finances, whatever it is. Okay, you could definitely feel out of balance and overwhelmed, as like I said, we do have these portals, open. And, Mercury retrograde in Aries is not going to make it, much better. Okay. If you guys have not watched the full moon reading, or you're saying, I can't find it, it's in the live. Okay. It's in the live section. I did it live the other day. It's only about 9 minutes or so, right? I already did the lunar eclipse. It wasn't a whole lot different between the two. The lunar is really where the energy is really flowing at this time. But I did get that up for you, and I'll be doing the Mercury retrograde pretty quick here. But I want to get these done first. So yeah, I mean, you are, I do feel it's kind of interesting. This is very interesting though, because it does feel like you are feeling out of balance, but it does look like you are starting to feel within the mid-month, out of the blue, literally out of the blue, you're going to start feeling this connectedness. Where everything was disorganized, I do feel as we keep continuing to go, because of the Ace of Cups here. It says, so where I'm feeling out of balance in the beginning of the mid-month, it's going to slowly but surely start changing those feelings around. Right, as that portal of that lunar eclipse is closing, you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling like your intuition is now opening. You're going to feel like the confusion is, going away. We also have the Saturn in Pisces, which is Saturn is going to also help any illusions that we had, right? I think I talked about that to you guys. But the illusions of where the Neptune sitting in Pisces was to make everybody confused and daydreaming and all of that is going to go away, because Saturn is coming in to shut it down. Okay, so that's also another great thing, which is going to make you feel, instead of confused, it's going to bring in this great creativity. It's going to renew those feelings within yourself. You're going to start feeling more balanced, more whole. Okay, so you won't have as many inner conflicts going on. And you're going to also find that, if someone is trying to cause conflict with you because of this Mercury retrograde, or because they're just assholes, feel like they were already there. Mercury retrograde didn't make a difference, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you're not going to be in this mood, right, to put up with any of this tension. Like, I'm walking away from that. I don't want your conflict. I don't care. And if you know it's just inner conflict, or maybe it's two in one, the inner conflict definitely is going to go away. Okay, we do see that. I mean, literally, it says out of balance, finding new self-improvement, new feelings because of the mental battles. And it could, if you're dealing with someone else, they can cause this confusion and this mental confliction as well. Because, you know, it's kind of like almost to the point where it's like, why are you doing this? Right? So it just feels like all this strife and tension will be dissipating, my friends. Okay? And you are going to start seeing things coming into structure. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles says, I'm practical, I'm holding on to this pinnacle, and I'm starting to nurture the situation. So you're going to start feeling more nurture towards yourself. You're going to find that your money might not be disappearing as much as it was before, right? Maybe you were having some strife to where it was like, you know, every time I turn around, this, that, the other, and I'm just throwing money at everything. Well, now it says you're going to be able to hold on to some money where you may have been losing out on a lot of money. Okay. Having to fix this, that, and the other. Personal transformation. So there is definitely this personal transformation. I know that it does feel like no matter what, that you could still be feeling very restless. But it just feels like it's just like the majority of what you're going to be feeling, my friends. The way that it's going to be is that all that tension and a lot of that restlessness it's dissipating, guys. It's dissipating with the Ace of Cups. You're coming back to balance. You're coming back to where you feel like, oh my gosh, by almost the end of the month, you're going to start feeling like finally you're being recognized. Finally, you're making the progress that's needed. Finally, right? I feel like I'm on the winner's seat. Yeah, even during this beautiful Mercury retrograde, you're going to be feeling like you're in the winner's seat. Okay. So yeah, you're going to be definitely transitioning. So here comes that transition. That lunar eclipse says we're all going to transform. How are we transforming? I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Because I don't lie to nobody. Some are going to transform for the worst, and some are going to transform for the best. If you're in the winner's seat and you know what you're looking at, and you're keeping yourself positive, and you're the go-getter, and you're ready to rock and roll, you know deep within yourself things are going to change. Right? Because you could run into someone and be like, that shit's so not true. I've been doing, yeah, you have. And by the way you're talking, you're going to continue to keep running that endless path and that endless cycle to getting nowhere. But this is saying for you that you're trying one more time, you're transitioning, you're getting yourself out there, no longer aimlessly drifting. You're starting to come back into what is whole about yourself and what you truly want. This here is the Tower of the personal transformation. My friends, we want the Tower in the middle of the deck. You do. Absolutely. Never fear, right? Never fear the Tower. The Tower is telling you this is where you're taking your authority back, because when chaos and disruption occur, there's always a blessing because things are being moved around. Right? If we didn't have a tower, we would be the unchanging person. And I'm going to tell you right now, for those that I just said, that fear of change, that fear that I'll never go anywhere, holding on to all of those negatives. Yeah, you're going to run into a lot of people who are like, and you already know these people. You already know who these people are that I'm talking about, right? It seems like their life is always within darkness. And you could be battling someone this way as well. You may be dealing with someone. Maybe that's where the tension is. Maybe you're waiting for them also to transition. Maybe you know that they're having fear of change and you're ready to rock and roll. You're ready for your victory, but they're holding on to these stormy times. They're holding on to the past. They're holding on to not accepting their own truths. How about that? How about just saying that? because that is the truth. You're ready to cycle out of your karmic life place into your own destiny. You're ready for this change, this inevitable change that's coming. You know it, you feel it, you're going after it. I do feel for some of you that maybe the reason I brought this person up is because you're dealing with someone who's doing this, someone who can't get rid of that. They only live in their shadow side. They don't want to go after what's real. They can't believe that, or they have fear. But it's saying it's not going to hold you down. It's been holding you down too long. You're transitioning. You're leaving that situation. You're leaving that baggage behind. What you're trying for one more time, my friends, is for that good luck. You're trying to aim towards what it is you truly want. You're not going to aimlessly drift along the ocean over here. No. And so it looks to me like this, you may have tried to do this before for a lot of you. And I mean a lot of you. That's why they're trying right there. Maybe you tried to leave a situation and you didn't fully pack your bags and leave. Maybe you tried to get out of a bad relationship and it never happened. So you're trying one more time and it's going to work. It's going to work. You win. You have victory. You're coming out of the war. So whatever it was that you were doing before, you're trying it again and you're actually winning. And and I feel like before you didn't win, you didn't succeed. There was too much attachment. There was too much negativity. There was too much restrictions, maybe your own restrictions or temptations from someone else. If you want to see the devil as yourself, that's fine. And maybe it's 2 in 1. Maybe it's I allowed this person to tempt me and put me into devil mode. And now I'm breaking free. This is a reading of freedom. See it right here in the middle. The Ace of Cups to the Tower to the trying one more time, and the trying one more time isn't what it could seem to be. It's actually I'm trying to free myself once more, and I win. I've got it. I've learned. I know. And I think this lunar eclipse is what you really needed to help you really set these boundaries, to really help you. Which is crazy. I have a lot of people that were writing that were telling me, yes, I need this. And maybe you're one of those people who needed that type of energy, that needed that kind of push from the universe. Whether it was, the energy to help you, but it also gets into your psychological. When you know that something's coming, it gets into your psyche, it psychs you up. Yes, I need this. Right? And it pushes that psyche, right? And that psychs you up to get you more courageous. Hey, my friends, you guys are awesome. So I see you. And by the time this solar eclipse, comes, you're going to be so out the door, whether it's, realistic out the door or it's metaphoric, it doesn't matter. You're out the door and you're ready to set sail to where it is you really want to be for your victory. So the overall card from Spirit is I am presence. Light body activation, accessing the divine within yourself. Pushing yourself. Remember, we sit in the present. Always sit in the present, my friends. When you are manifesting, when you are praying, you put yourself into the presence and remember you already have it. It's already yours. And just remember, whatever you're going after, that is yours. You are there. It says the Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, because you have divine support that's supporting you and pushing you. Just like I just said. Maybe that's how you felt, though, too, for some of you. I need this lunar eclipse because, the veil is thin. It's way thin. And I know it just feels like you have extra help, extra energies pushing pushing you away to let go. And like I said, you do. But it also gets into your psyche as well. And that's good. Because the more it's in our psyche, the more it's in our mind that this could be and this is, it helps us move. Makes us want to take the initiation to do so, to take that action to actually do so. So you have head over heart with the disciplined and truthful. You're going to become the King of Swords and walk in your truth and walk in your light. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.